If you are afraid of heights, thunderstorms, and even cliffs, then this video is not for you, because these are some of the most dangerous bridges in the world. Trift Glacier, Switzerland. The Trift Glacier in Switzerland is home to the awe-inspiring Trift Suspension Bridge, one of the longest and most precarious pedestrian suspension bridges in the Alps. Stretching over 560 feet and towering 328 feet above the Trift Sea, this bridge connects rugged cliffs over a glacial meltwater lake. It's an architectural marvel designed to withstand the fierce alpine winds and shifting glaciers. This suspension bridge can easily fuel your nightmares. Crossing the bridge isn't for the faint-hearted. The bridge sways slightly with every step, amplifying the risk that it carries. Despite the thrilling danger, it attracts hikers and adrenaline enthusiasts eager to conquer their fears and enjoy breathtaking views. And the view does make it worth it. Fortunately, there have been no reported fatalities on the bridge itself, but the hike to reach it, which involves steep and rocky terrain, has its risks, demanding caution and preparation. Living Bridges of Meghalaya, India. The Living Bridges of Meghalaya, India, are a remarkable fusion of nature and human ingenuity. Constructed over centuries by the Khasi and Jaintia tribes, these bridges are made by guiding the roots of the Ficus elastica tree across rivers and streams. As the roots grow and intertwine, they form sturdy natural pathways that can withstand heavy rainfall and floods, crucial in this region known as the wettest place on Earth. What makes these bridges particularly awe-inspiring and slightly terrifying is their height and the sheer drop below them, often spanning fast-flowing rivers. Despite their organic construction, some bridges can support dozens of people at once, lasting for centuries with proper maintenance. These structures are both a cultural marvel and a sustainable solution, adapting to the ever-changing environment of Meghalaya. Eshima Ohashi Bridge, Japan. The Eshima Ohashi Bridge in Japan is a true engineering marvel and a visual shocker. Spanning Lake Nakaumi and connecting the cities of Matsue and Sakaiminato, this bridge stretches over 1.7 kilometers or 1 mile. But what really makes it famous is its extreme steepness, earning it nicknames like Roller Coaster Bridge. With gradients of up to 6.1% on the Shimane side and 5.1% on the Tottori side, it creates the illusion of a near vertical climb when viewed from a distance. This steep design wasn't just for show. It was necessary to allow large ships to pass beneath without disrupting traffic. For drivers, the ascent and descent can feel intimidating, especially during harsh weather conditions, making it a thrilling yet nerve-wracking experience. Despite its daunting appearance, the Eshima Ohashi is perfectly safe and serves as a vital transportation link in the region. Sidu River Bridge, China. This bridge might just be the scariest looking of them all. The Sidu River Bridge in China is a jaw-dropping marvel of modern engineering. Spanning the Sidu River Valley in the Hubei province, it's one of the highest bridges in the world, towering over 1,600 feet above the canyon floor. Opened in 2009, the bridge stretches an impressive 1,222 meters or 4,006 feet, linking the towns of Yasangguan and Sujiaping. What makes the Sidu River Bridge particularly intimidating is not just its height, but also the strong winds and mist that often surround it, reducing visibility and adding to the sense of danger. Its suspension design was chosen to handle these extreme conditions, but driving across still feels like traversing the skies. Despite its perilous appearance, the bridge plays a vital role in the local infrastructure, improving connectivity in this mountainous region. Mackinac Island, Ice Bridge. If you think the winds are your only problem on a bridge, wait until you see this. The Mackinac Island Ice Bridge is a nerve-wracking temporary pathway connecting Michigan's Mackinac Island to the mainland during winter. This bridge isn't built by engineers. It's formed naturally when Lake Huron freezes over, creating a treacherous, icy route. With no official maintenance or guarantees of safety, crossing it requires extreme caution. Locals and adventurous travelers use snowmobiles to traverse the roughly 5-mile stretch, guided only by Christmas trees, planted at intervals to mark the way. The danger: thin ice, unpredictable cracks, and shifting currents below. A fall through could be fatal, as frigid waters offer little time for rescue. Even seasoned islanders approach this icy gauntlet with respect, knowing nature can turn lethal at any moment. It's a testament to both the rugged resilience of the community and the breathtaking risks of winter in the Great Lakes region. Aiguille du Midi Bridge, French Alps. When you look at it, this one has no right to be called a bridge. The Aiguille du Midi Bridge in the French Alps is a dizzying experience like no other. Perched at an altitude of 12,605 feet, it connects two rocky peaks near the summit of the Aiguille du Midi, offering visitors jaw-dropping views of Mont Blanc and the surrounding alpine landscape. But for those with a fear of heights, it's nothing short of a nightmare. The bridge is narrow, with deadly drops on either side, and often subjected to fierce alpine winds and extreme weather conditions. Adding to the thrill is the famous Step into the Void glassbox attraction nearby, where brave souls can stand over a 1,000-meter vertical drop. While perfectly safe, the experience of crossing this bridge feels like walking on the edge of the world, making it a highlight for adventure seekers and a nerve-wracking challenge for the faint-hearted. Musu Tsurubashi Bridge, Japan. This tourist attraction is deadly in itself. The Musu Tsurubashi Bridge in Japan, often referred to as the Matchless Suspension Bridge, lives up to its intimidating reputation. Constructed in 1950 and hidden deep within the Akaishi Mountains, this precarious structure features wooden planks supported by thin, rusting cables. Over the years, its maintenance has been minimal, leaving gaps wide enough for a leg to slip through, adding to its peril. So you can assume where I'm going with this, right? To even reach this bridge, you must navigate steep mountain paths, sometimes relying on chains embedded in the rock face for support. Crossing it is not for the faint of heart, as the bridge sways with every step, amplifying the sense of danger. Would you dare to take this for a spin? The Charles Quernan Suspension Bridge, Switzerland. This Swedish bridge is the deadliest in the country. If you think suspension bridges can't be risky, wait until you see this one. The Charles Quernan Bridge is famous among the daredevils, but not for good reason. Spanning nearly 500 meters, it holds the title of the longest pedestrian suspension bridge in the Alps. At its highest point, the bridge is 85 meters above the Grabengufer ravine, providing breathtaking yet dizzying views of the surrounding mountains, including the iconic Matterhorn. Crossing the bridge is not for the faint of heart. Its narrow width and the visible valley floor through the graded walkway add to the thrill. The bridge serves as a highlight of the Europa Weg Trail, a multi-day hike renowned for its stunning alpine vistas. Open from May to October, it's best avoided in bad weather, particularly during thunderstorms due to lightning risks. This bridge challenges your sense of balance and bravery, making it a must-see for thrill seekers. So height, mixed with strong winds and thunderstorms, might just spell trouble. Kwandinsky Bridge in Kwanda, Russia. When we're talking about the most dangerous places in the world, how can we not mention Russia? The Kwandinsky Bridge is a hair-raising challenge that defies logic and safety. Originally built as part of the Baikal-Amur mainline railway, this bridge never saw full completion or official use. Since then, it has become the bane of people who fear heights and water. Spanning 570 meters across the Vitim River, its structure is a patchwork of decaying metal beams covered with wooden planks, many of which are loose or missing. The bridge is just over 2 meters wide, with no guardrails or safety measures to prevent a plunge into the icy waters below, waiting to claim lives. Crossing it during winter is particularly risky, as the surface becomes slick with ice and snow. And if you fall, you go straight into the river. Drivers often leave their car windows down to minimize the impact of strong crosswinds, a tactic used to avoid being blown off the narrow passage. Despite its dangers, this bridge remains in use by local residents and thrill seekers, cementing its reputation as one of the world's most dangerous crossings. I might never understand why. U Bian Bridge, Myanmar. Finally, for our final destination, let me take you to Myanmar. The U Bian Bridge in Myanmar is not only the world's longest teak footbridge, but also one of the most stunning yet precarious walkways you'll ever encounter. Spanning 1.2 kilometers across the Tongthaman Lake, this bridge connects the towns of Amarapura and Kyauktaogi, offering stunning views of the surrounding area. However, the bridge's charm comes with its own risks. Built from reclaimed teak wood, it's become an iconic piece of Myanmar's heritage, attracting both tourists and locals alike. Yet, its age, coupled with weathering and occasional structural degradation, makes it somewhat intimidating to cross. The bridge is narrow, just wide enough for pedestrians and a few cyclists, and in some places, the wood has worn thin. The lack of railings makes it even more unnerving, especially when walking at the bridge's highest points above the shallow water. The swaying of the wooden beams, combined with crowds and weather conditions, adds to the element of risk. Despite these dangers, the U Bean Bridge remains a symbol of resilience and beauty, drawing thousands of visitors every year. Well, this is it for today's video. Which one of these places would you like to visit? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one.